Alright, so here's what we're going to do over the next series of videos. I'm going to give you some body weight exercises to do. That way you can compile yourself a little program over the next few weeks of some exercises you can do outdoors. The weather's getting nice. Would love to be out there doing some things. So a lot of people like to do some body weight exercises before, say, a run or after you go for a run, walk, whatever that is, and you want to add a little bit to that routine. You'll be able to check here on the YouTube channel because I'm going to post quite a few body weight exercises. Some of them are going to be familiar, some of them you've never seen before, some of them are modifications or exercises that I take and add a little bit more flair to, just to give you something different, something new. Again, as always, when you're doing the body weight exercises, just continue to do the body weight exercises how you normally do them. If you're doing them for time, if you're doing them intervals, if you're going to do as many reps as you can in a certain amount of time, that's perfectly acceptable. You know, again, if you're going like an interval type of work where you're going to do a work-rest ratio, continue to do it that way. You can just do them for strictly for reps. Whatever fits into your exercise program, your exercise regimen, these exercises will just slide right in there very nicely. And again, over the next several weeks, if you keep checking in, we're going to have quite a few videos here that you'll be able to pick up and add some things to your program with. So for today, we're going to do just a scissor lunge, and I will show you a little modification to that. And then we'll do a push-up with the T-core rotation in there and a single leg deadlift, or I'm sorry, single leg squat to a single leg deadlift. And we'll go over all three of those here real quick. So for the scissor lunge, all we're going to do is just that nice quick scissor lunge. We're scissor lunging right there, okay? So you're just moving back and forth. What I tell all my folks is I don't want to hear the tap, 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 tap. It's all one motion, quick with those legs. Now, if you want to do a little modification to that, find you a line in the concrete in a parking lot. If you're out at the park, you can use something that's on the ground, but you're just going to go back and forth over. I've just simply strung out a jump rope, inside leg. So my right leg here, inside, and all I'm going to do is switch as I'm traveling lateral. So adding a little component in there, make it just a little tougher, elevate that heart rate a little bit more in that exercise. Next will be just a push-up with a T-core rotation. Again, as we rotate over, we want to make sure that those hips open up and they come back. That's one of the things I like to look for. Good push-up, good rotation, making sure those hips move open and then you close them back down, parallel to the floor. So, a little push-up here with a T-core rotation, and then back down, push-up, T-core rotation. Okay? Now you can do however you want to do that. You can rotate all to one side in your repetitions, then the other, or you can alternate. Go here, rotate open, come back, and again. So we're there to there. And again, looking at it from the side angle a little bit. Want to make sure that you rotate open, and as you come back, you close those hips down for a nice good push-up in the plank position. So that's the push-up, T-core rotation. The last one, single leg squat to deadlift. So it's just add a little flair so you get away from the typical body weight exercise. Just getting away from our standard body weight exercise. Just doing a little single leg action here. So all we're going to do there is single leg squat right into single leg deadlift. So depending upon your stability and your strength will depend on the speed that you can do that exercise in. So there to there. And again, remember, as we go in that deadlift, do not let those hips swing open. So meaning we're not opening up. You want to make sure that you stay parallel here and up. So that deadlift, when it goes back, making sure those hips stay parallel to the floor. That single leg deadlift, tap, and out. And again, if you need to, you can get that little pause in the middle. So I'll tap my heel, pause, reset, deadlift, pause, tap. That way you're nice, stable, and controlled. Doesn't matter, speed doesn't matter if you don't have that stability and that control. So if you are able, we'll go out and not sit that heel down, and then we'll go right into the deadlift. boom. And I needed a little touch there when I came back down. Not concentrating, falling over. So, other side, boom. So I'm getting the tap. It's the first one I've done with this leg, so I'm kind of all over the place. There. And there. Single leg deadlift, or single leg squat into a single leg deadlift. Just giving you a little something different to do, a little something to work at, work towards. Remember, use that on that last exercise, that single leg squat to deadlift. Use that little pause at each position. Make sure you're good and stable, and then as you start to progress, you can take away that little touch. So those are the 3 exercises: scissor lunge, push-up, T-core rotation, and single leg squat to deadlift. Work on those. Those are the first 3 in this series, and then check back here on the YouTube channel, and we will we'll be able to put together a whole program at the end of the month or over the next few weeks.